Hello everybody, welcome back to the Destiny Islands. Today we are recording the ultimate favorite Pokemon picker. I'm currently working on the script for my next video, and just as kind of just like a little break from writing that and just to get something out for you guys, I thought this would just be a little fun video to do, just so you can kind of get a peek into my brain, kind of understand what my favorite Pokemon are of each type in each generation. And I will, if you guys want to do this, I will put the link in the description just so you can get to it a little bit easier. It's an awesome website. It has a lot of really good options on here. It has options for Pokemon that aren't even out yet, so I think that's really cool. But we are going to get into Gen 1. As you can see, if you haven't seen this before, somehow you managed to find my video first before somebody awesome like M&J TV, PM7, people like that. The way this works is there's all the types up here along with legendary, given forms, and favorites, and starters obviously. And as soon as you click on this grid, it's going to show you each Pokemon in that typing from that generation. So for example, for me, normal typing, that one's really easy for me. It's my big old lug Snorlax. Always loved Snorlax's design. I think he's amazing. And just overall loved him. I wish he has a better shiny. Everybody kind of rags on this shiny for good reason. And I honestly wish this is one of the Pokemon that got the green shiny treatment. Especially because we've seen a green Snorlax in Pokemon Sleep now. And I think green Snorlax actually looks really good. But then if we go to fire type, again, we get that grid. And this one is going to be a little bit more of a controversial pick, as I'm not picking Charmander or Charizard or Charmeleon. Honestly, I've never been that big of a fan of Charizard, even as a child. I always thought he looked a little doofy, but my favorite fire type would be Flareon. I love foxes. Foxes are my favorite animal, and if I don't have a favorite Pokemon in that type, but there is an evolution, I'll more than likely pick it. And I'm not going to go into in-depth explanations into each type, as there's a lot of Pokemon, and this video would be super long if I ended up doing that. But if we get into the water, there's so many water options, and I'm going to try my best not to pick duplicates. But for this one, I really like Wartortle. I really love Wartortle shiny. I also really adore Lapras. Lapras is in my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. And the same with Cloyster, as I used to play competitive Pokemon, and I absolutely love Cloyster back when I played competitive Pokemon. Skill Link and just all those different things was so much fun to do. But if I had to pick a favorite water type, just because I really like Wartortle, I really like Cloyster, and I really like Lapras, I'm going to go ahead and pick Lapras here, just so in Ice, I can then pick Cloyster, just because I love those two Pokemon so much. I really like Cloyster shiny as well. Lapras also has a great shiny, so it's just, if I was able to pick a third Pokemon, it would be Wartortle, but unfortunately he just got edged out a little bit. For grass, everybody already knows who my favorite Pokemon of all time is. It's Bulbasaur. For electric, I really like Magnemite and I really like Magneton, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Jolteon, just for the sole reason that Magneton is the only steel type. Now when it comes to fighting, that one's a little bit more of a difficult choice, as I really like the Machop line with Machoke and Machamp, but I also really like Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan is just so cool. But I really love Machoke shiny, and the Machop line shiny with Machamp. But I'm going to have to pick Hitmonlee. I just think its design is awesome. For poison, what do we got for ground? I'm going to pick Nidoking for ground, and then for rock, I'm going to pick Rhydon. Just because I really love the design of those two Pokemon. They're very similar. And then for poison, I'm going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm going to put Venusaur, just because the Bulbasaur line is my favorite Pokemon type of all time. And then for flying, I'll probably put Gyarados, just because I really like Gyarados. Best ability in the game, Intimidate. And then Psychic. I really like Slowpoke. I actually kind of like Executor. Mainly just for the reason that Grass is my favorite typing. But if I had to pick one, probably be Slowpoke. I like Slowpoke. I think he's just a goofy little guy. Bug type, that's a no-brainer. Scyther, he's cool. Ghost, Haunter. I've always liked Haunter more than Gengar. I just like the design more. Dragon, Dragonite. You know, kind of a shout out to my sister. Her favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. Dark, there's no Dark types in Gen 1, so I'll just pick the Ghost. Fairy, I've honestly always been a big fan of Clefairy. I think Clefairy's really cool. I really adore Clefairy Shiny. So it's just kind of just been one that I've always liked. For starter, it's just a no-brainer. Gimmick form. Oh man, this is where it gets a little hard, as I honestly like the gimmick form of each Gen 1 Pokemon. I'm not that big of a fan of Gengar's Mega Evolution. I think it looks a little weird. The shiny on it is fantastic though. But I really like Gigantamax Snorlax. I really love Gigantamax. The Cantonian starters for Gigantamax. Gigantamax Kingler is the best Gigantamax form out of all just like the normal Pokemon, because he literally is just Crab Santa. It's hilarious. But if I had to pick my favorite gimmick form, it would be Mega Venusaur. I think Mega Venusaur is just so good. His ability is incredible. Thick Fat on a grass type is insane. And I've always just really liked Mega Venusaur's design. So Mega Venusaur it is for me. Favorite legend, probably just pick Mewtwo. I honestly don't really like any of the legendaries from Gen 1. But you know what? That's just kind of my personal opinion. I just don't think any of them look that great other than Mewtwo. And then favorite, we already know. My favorite Pokemon of all time, Bulbasaur. And then we get into normal types for Gen 2. There's a lot of really good normal types in Gen 2. You know, there's the Sentret and Furret line, which are just adorable. Stantler is actually really cool. I really like Porygon 2. I like how it went from angular to smooth. And then you also got the Teddiursa and Ursaring line, which is great. And then, not to mention Blissey. There's all these really good normal types. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Furret, just because he's adorable. For Fire, I mean, the Cyndaquil line is just so good. I'm going to have to pick Cyndaquil. He's just adorable. Water, there's also a lot of really good water types in Gen 2. But if I had to pick one, be Politoed. I think he's just a stellar design. He's green. Already got my vote. For grass, Gen 2 doesn't really introduce very many grass types, and honestly, none of them are very good. But if I had to pick one, probably be Bayleaf, just because Bayleaf has a stellar design. For electric, I really like the Mareep line. Ampharos is fantastic. Raikou is amazing. But if I had to pick one, probably be Pichu. He's just so cute. Ice. There's not a lot of good choices here. I'll just, it's either between Sneasel or the Swinub line, but I'll pick Swinub. He's cute. Fighting, no-brainer. Heracross is cool. Poison, Crobat. Ground, Larvitar, just because he's my second favorite Pokemon of all time. He's adorable. He's green. Flying, probably be Gligar, just because he's cute. Psychic, Espeon, Stellar Shiny. Bug, Scizor, he's cool. Rock, T-Tar, just because T-Tar is awesome. And then Dark is going to be Umbreon. Ghost, I Wonder. Dragon, I Wonder. And then we got Steel. Probably pick Fortress. I like Fortress. And then Fairy, Togepi, he's cute. Starter, Cyndaquil. Gimmick form, I honestly don't really like any of the gimmick forms from Gen 2. I think they all look a little awkward. But I'd probably pick Mega Steelix just because he looks the best. Legend, Raikou. That's so easy. He's so cool. And then my favorite is Larvitar. As I said, second favorite Pokemon of all time. You guys see a pattern of what my favorite Pokemons are? Huh? Huh? It's like they share the same color. And then we go to Gen 3. Kind of the golden child to most people. I think Gen 3 is cool, but just to kind of go along with the meme, I honestly do think that Gen 3 has too much water. It's not my favorite generation. It's not even in the top 3. But if we go to normal types, they do have a lot of stellar Pokemon design. I love that they have the purple Kecleon in here from the Mystery Dungeon series. That's hilarious. But if I had to pick one normal type, probably be Slacking. He's cool. Fire, I'm not a big fan of the Torchic line. I never thought Blaziken honestly looked that cool. I thought he had freaking parachute pants as a child, and I thought they looked doofy. But I'll pick Torkoal. For water, I mean, there's Ludicolo, which is amazing. You got Kyogre, which is cool. Swampert actually the second best line, in my opinion, for this generation. But if I did have to pick one, definitely be Ludicolo. He's just awesome. Grass, no-brainer. Just an amazing Pokemon design. Electric, Manectric, he's cool. Ice, Snorunt, he's cute. Fighting, Breloom, awesome Pokemon. Poison, probably be Dustox, cool design. Ground, Flygon, and then Dragon will probably be... Actually, what do we have also in Ground? You know what? Ground will be Swampert, and then Dragon will be Flygon. Flying... Oops, I accidentally hit my desk. Flying... I mean, I love it. I love Tropius. I love his banana beard. I also really like Swellow. Swellow is cool. But if I had to pick one, probably be Tropius. And then we move on to Psychic. There's a lot of really good Pokemon in Psychic. Gen 3 is very Psychic heavy. But if I had to pick one, I really like Deoxys. I really like the attack and the speed forms. But if I had to choose one, probably be attack form. Bug. There's not a lot of great bug types in Gen 3. They're all just kind of mediocre. But if I had to pick one, probably be Wurmple, just because it's shiny is amazing. And then we got Rock. He's either going to be Solrock or Lunatone. I never really liked the Aggron line that much. I would think that his design would look better if he didn't have the horns at the top of his head. Or like this plate on the top of his head wasn't so big. Again, my personal opinion. But I would probably just pick Solrock. And then we got Ghost. Sableye, he's cool. And then we got Dark. I really like a lot of the Dark types in this generation. Absol's cool. You know, Cacturne is really cool. Sharpedo, obviously. But I'd probably pick Shiftry. It's cool that he's a tree ninja. Steel type. Jirachi, he's cute. Fairy, Gardevoir or Ralts, so I'll probably pick Gardevoir. Starter, no-brainer for me. Sceptile. Favorite gimmick form, again, no-brainer for me. Mega Sceptile's awesome. Love that he launches his tree tail. Legend. Ooh, I forgot that the forms for Deoxys were going to be here. I'll pick Speed Form for Deoxys. And then favorite is going to be Sceptile, just because he looks awesome. Again, keeping up with the green trend. We're the green boys over here. If you don't like green, get the hell out of here. Gen 4. This is where I really think that Pokemon peaked in just design and just overall goodness of quality. So if we pick normal types, a lot of really good options, but I'm going to pick Munchlax. He's cute. Fire, never a big fan of the Infernape line. I think Chimchar looks weird with his little poop head. And then, you know, I'm not a big fan of monkeys. Or just like apes and stuff like that. So I think that's also kind of just determined into that. But if I had to pick one, probably be Rotom Heat. Water. Empoleon is really cool. I really like Gastrodon, the East form. I think it's the East form. Yes, it's the East form. And then Rotom Wash is also really cool. But I'll probably pick Empoleon. He's cool. Grass, no-brainer. Torterra is awesome. Electric. I really like Magnezone. I also really like the spiky-eared Pichu. And I really like all the Rotom forms. Spiky-eared Pichu. He's just adorable. Ice. A lot of really good ice types, but just like the man, PM7, I'm going to have to go with Mamoswine. He's just cool. Fighting, Lucario or Gallade. I'll pick Lucario. Poison, Roserade. There's not a whole lot of options. Ground, this is where I'll pick Gastrodon. Flying, there's a lot of really cool Pokemon in here. I'll probably pick Gliscor. Psychic, I can pick Glade here. Bug, probably be Yanmega. Rock, there's a lot of good rock Pokemon in here as well. Probably pick Probopass. Ghost, the spooky boys. I'm gonna have to pick Origin Form Giratina. Dragon, honestly, Dialga. Dark, Spiritomb. Steel, this is where I can pick Magnezone. Fairy, fun fact about me, when I got into competitive battling in Gen 6, Togekiss was my main sweeper. I was the toxic mother effer back in the day. I'm sorry, it was a fun set to run, don't judge me. Then we got Starter, and that would be Torterra. Gimmick form, there's not really a whole lot to choose from. Probably pick just Mega Gallade. And then we got Legendary, probably Shaman, just because I haven't gotten to pick Shaman yet. And then favorite is Torterra. And then finally we have Gen 5, almost halfway through the list. And if I had to pick a favorite normal type out of Gen 5, there's a lot of really good options. Braviary's cool. I really like the Deerling and Sawsbuck line, so I'll probably have to pick my favorite Sawsbuck form. Fire, I mean, not a whole lot of good fire types in this gen, in my personal opinion, just based off of design. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Chandelure. Water, not a whole lot of water types compared to other generations. But if I had to pick one water type, probably be Duat. Grass, either be Lavani or Virizion. I also really like Ferrothorn though. This is the first generation where I don't really like all the starters. The only one I really like is Oshawott and Duat. I think Samurott looks a little goofy. But if I had to pick one, honestly, probably be Swaddle. Or the pre-evolution. I don't exactly remember this Pokemon's name. Forgive me, but he's so cute. I love him. And then if you have electric, probably be the Zebstrika line. He's cool. Ice. People are gonna give me a lot of flack for this, but I love the freaking ice cream cone man. He's funny. I don't know how you don't like the Vanillite line. He's adorable. Fighting. Now this one's a little tougher, just because I'm not a big fan of a lot of the fighting types in this generation. But if I had to pick just one, probably be Virizion. Well, cat jumped in the window. I don't know if anybody heard that. But now we have Poison. I really like the Scolipede line, so I'll honestly probably pick Trubbish though, just because I think he's funny looking. I love his teeth. I always just think he's a little goofy guy. Ground, Golurk. Golurk's cool. I love mechs. I love Gundam. Flying, probably this is where it's either Braviary or Sigilyph, just because I like Sigilith's design. I'll pick Braviary here. For Psychic, this is... Oh no, I have to pick Reuniclus, just because Reuniclus is amazing. So I'll replace Braviary with Sigilyph then. Just because I like Sigilyph a little bit more. Bug. Probably just a Scavalier, he's cool. Rock, Gigalith, he's awesome. Ghost, Pringles Man. Dragon, Haxorus. Dark, probably Hydreigon. Steel, this is where I can pick Ferrothorn. Fairy, I wonder. Starter, Duat. Gimmick form, I wonder which one I'm going to choose. Legendary. See, I love Gen 5 just because I think they're fantastic games, but I honestly do feel like they have some of the weaker Pokemon designs in my personal opinion. I don't really like any of the Gen 5 legendaries, but if I had to pick one, probably just be Victini just because it's cute and I'm trying not to do doubles. And then you got my favorite from this generation. Honestly, probably be either Reuniclus Virizion or the Swaddle line. I'll pick Reuniclus. He's cool. Man, are we gonna keep the green trend going for all of it? I hope so. But we go to Gen 6. Gen 6 has a special place in my heart. Gen 6 is where I became a full-on adult and was able to buy Pokemon games with my own earned money. For normal types, though, they don't really have a whole lot of good ones, in my opinion. I've never been that big of a fan of the Helioptile line. I really like Mega Kangaskhan, so I'll probably pick that. Fire, Brixid, just because I love the design. Water, I'm just gonna be boring and pick Greninja. Grass, Chestnut. I love that these guys were based off of D&D classes, being the Wizard, Ninja, and Paladin. These are probably my second favorite starter trio, if not my favorite starter trio, because my favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur. Electric. Not a big fan of Dedenne. Not sure. I'd probably just pick Mega Ampharos here. For Ice, the Aurorus line is really cool. I will pick that just because it's cute. Fighting, I already picked Chestnut. You know what? I'm going to pick Chestnut here, and I'm going to cheat. I'm going to choose Chespin. Just because Chespin is adorable. But for Poison, I know I don't want to pick any dupes, but Mega Venusaur really screams out to me in all of these. But just so I don't have duplicates, I'll pick Dragalge. For ground, Zygarde. Flying, though, I really like Vivillon, but I will probably... Mega Pinsir is just awesome. I love that Pinsir got some love. Psychic, either Delphox or Mega Mewtwo Y, maybe? No, Mega Slowbro, just because he's funny. Bug, this is where I can pick Vivillon. I'm going to pick the green pattern. Rock, I actually really like Barbarical, but I'm probably just going to pick, Aurorus Evolution. Ghost, I really like Mega Sableye, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Honedge here. And then for Steel, I'm going to go ahead and pick Aegislash, and I'm going to pick the Shield form because I like the Shield form more than the Sword form. For Dragon, Goodra, he's adorable. Dark, I already picked Greninja. Oh, this is where I can pick Mega Sableye. Fairy, Xerneas. And then favorite starter, Chespin, just because he's a cute little boy. My favorite gimmick form, I know I said I really didn't want to pick duplicates, but this is where I'm going to have my first true duplicate. I love Mega Venusaur so much. I can't help it. Favorite legendary, complete Zygarde form. And then favorite overall, Chespin, just because he's adorable. Man, the green boys running through. And now we got Gen 7. Some fantastic Pokemon designs here. I'd probably pick Trompa just because he's funny that he is a grandpa dragon that gets mad if somebody hurts like the kids he's looking over. It's hilarious. Fire. Either Alolan Marowak or Incineroar. I'd probably pick Incineroar. For water, hate the Popular line. I think it's all ugly. I'd probably pick School Form Wishy-Washy, though. I got a shiny one in my first playthrough of Gen 7, and it just absolutely demolished the whole game. Grass, I mean, come on. That's a no-brainer. Best boy of the region. I'm not even going to kind of try to pull the wool over your eyes. Decidueye is my favorite of this generation. Decidueye is just so cool. Robin Hood is my favorite fictional character of all time, and I've always been in love with Decidueye. Also, sorry if it seems like I'm talking fast through this. I'm just trying to get through all of them because this recording is already 30 minutes long, and we're not even done. So, just trying to kind of speed up a little bit. Electric, either Charjabug or Vikavolt. I'll probably pick Vikavolt. And then for Psychic, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick the best Alolan form. For Ice, probably Alolan Sandslash, because in Fairy, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick Alolan Ninetales. For Fighting, there's a couple of good ones in here. I really like Stuffle, so I'm going to pick Stuffle. For Poison, Alolan Muck, just because he's cool. Ground, Pylosand. Flying, do I go for Dartrix just to have the whole line? No, I'm not going to be that petty. I'm going to pick Green Minior just because I love Minior. I think he's a very underrated Pokemon. For Bug, I really like Dewpider and Arachnid. I also really like Golisopod, but I'm going to pick Charjabug just because he's funny. And for Rock type, I'm going to go for a midday form, Lycanroc. Dragon, best Alolan. Second best Alolan form, Alolan Executor is hilarious. Dark, I really like Ash Greninja. I don't like Guzzlord. I'm going to pick Ash Greninja just because the design is sick. Steel, Kartana, just because he's the coolest Ultra Beast. Favorite starter, you've already known. Favorite gimmick form, though, probably either Alolan Raichu or Alolan Executor, but I'm going to pick Alolan Raichu. And then favorite legendary. Why is Complete Zygarde in here? Oh, yeah, because he wasn't complete until Gen 7. I forgot. Probably Marshadow or Necrozma. I'll pick Green Marshadow. Man, again, the green boys running through. Can they be stopped? Time for Gen 8. If we go through the normal types, my favorite is Gigantamax Snorlax. Fire, Reboot. Water. There's some really good water choices on here. I will pick Gigantamax Kingler. For grass, honestly, probably pick Gigantamax Venusaur. Electric, Hisui and Voltorb, no brainer. Ice, I'll pick Galarian Lapras here. For fighting, I really like Sirfetch'd, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Galarian Farfetch'd. For poison, I really like Galarian Weezing. I think he's hilarious. But that is the one I will pick. For ground, I got a shiny Stunfisk, but I'm not a big fan of Stunfisk. Pick Ursaluna just because it's awesome. For flying, Corviknight, Gigantamax Corviknight. Psychic, either gonna be Orbeetle or it's gonna be Hisui and Braviary. What's Bug looking like? Do we got any other good bugs? Oh yeah, we got Cleavor. I'll pick Cleavor. And then we got Rock. I really actually like Hisui and Growlithe and Arcanine. So I'll probably pick Hisui and Arcanine. For Ghost, we got some good options, but I'll go with Hisui and Zora just because he's adorable. For Dragon, I like Duraludon, and I like Hisui and Gudra. I'm gonna pick Applin. For Dark, fun fact about me, Grimmsnarl is my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart. He's my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. I love that he looks like like an Ava in his Gigantamax form. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Grimmsnarl. For Steel, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Duraludon here. For Fairy, I am going to, you know what, just to cheat, I'm going to pick Gigantamax Grimmsnarl. Favorite starter would be Hisuian Decidueye. Favorite gimmick form, I already kind of went over this. Love that he looks like an Ava. Favorite legendary, probably be Regieleki. And then favorite overall, I did already kind of say it. He stopped the green trend, boys. He's got green on the face. I guess the green train keeps it rolling. Choo choo. Green, 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 green. I'm sorry for me. But if we go to Gen 9, final generation of Pokemon. I think Gen 9 Pokemon, they all look pretty good. If we go into normal type, probably pick Smoliv. He's adorable. For fire type, probably Armarouge. For water, Palafin. Love that we finally got a dolphin. For grass, Meowscarada. Meowscarada is my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon. Electric, Iron Thorns. Ice. Duh, we already did water. Iron Bundle. He's doofy. For fighting, Annihilate. He's just so sick. Poison, probably be Iron Moth. For ground, Toadstool. He's funny. Flying, I don't like any of the flying types out of this generation, actually. I think Kilowattrel is ugly, but I'll just pick Wattrel. For Psychic, I really like Iron Leaves. I also probably pick the Farafrig or whatever it's called. I don't remember. Gen 9 Bug type, probably be Swivering. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with my brain. For some reason, my brain wants to keep saying Sliverwing. I'm sorry. For rock, would be probably Knackley. I like the Minecraft guy. For ghost, Cerulege. He's cool. For dragon, Diplin. I love him. He's amazing. Dark, Roaring Moon. He's cool. Steel, I'll pick Duraludon's evolution. I really like it. For fairy, I'm not sure. Probably just pick Iron Valiant. I think it has a cool name. And then favorite starter, obviously Meowscarada. Favorite gimmick form out of this generation, Toadstool. He's funny. And then favorite legend, I don't like that they put some of the Paradox Pokemon in here, just because they're not technically legendaries. But if I had to pick one legendary, I don't know. I really like these guys right here. I really like. We haven't seen a whole lot of them. I really like this guy's design though. And then favorite overall, I already said it, Meowscarada. Keeping the green trend rolling. Chugga chugga green green woo woo. And then we finally get to my favorites overall. Would be Snorlax. And then for fire, probably... That one's actually really hard. I really like all of these fire types equally. But if I had to pick one over the other, just for one simple reason, would be Chandelure, because its shiny is top tier. For water, be Lapras. For grass, we already know. For electric, Hisuian Voltorb. For ice, just to mix it up, let's go for Cloyster. Cat jumped in the window again. Don't know if you heard it. I apologize. For fighting, Chestnut. For poison, I'm sorry for me. It's going to be Venusaur. For ground, Larvitar. Flying, honestly, probably Corviknight. Psychic, Alolan, Raichu is adorable. bug Scyther. For rock, that would probably be either Titor or Titar. Or Lycanroc. Probably be Lycanroc, honestly. Ghost. I mean, come on. Dragon. Either be Diplin, Gudra, or Alolan Executor. Honestly, I know he's not even in a game yet, but it's going to be Diplin. I just love the design of him. For Dark, Umbreon. For Steel, either Kartana or Mangazone. No, Aegislash. For Fairy, Xerneas. Favorite starter, Bulbasaur. Favorite gimmick form, Mega Venusaur. Favorite legendary, Raikou. And then favorite overall is my little green guy, Bulbasaur. And that is all of my favorite Pokemon from each generation for each type. I know I had some controversial picks on here, you know, like Charizard not being picked and picking Bulbasaur multiple times, but you know what? Bias. But just for a little extra fun, let's go ahead and pick all of these guys. Favorite regional bird is Rookidee. Favorite regional mammal is going to be a Sentret. Favorite regional bug is a Swaddle. Favorite pseudo legend is going to be Titar. Favorite Pikachu clone, Alolan Raichu. Favorite evolution is Umbreon. Favorite fossil, probably just going to be Aurorus. Favorite regional form, since I already picked Raichu and Hisui and Voltorb, I'm not going to pick them again. I mean, I didn't pick Voltorb here, but I love him so much. He's so funny. Favorite Gigantamax, I've already went over this. Where is he? Ava himself. Favorite Bubble would be Munchlax. Favorite box legendary would be Xerneas. Favorite mythical. It's weird to think of Deoxys and Arceus as mythicals. Probably be Deoxys. Favorite Ultra Beast Kartana, easy. Favorite Paradoxmon, that would be Iron Thorns. Favorite type is Grass. Favorite Pokeball is the Friend Ball. Favorite Spinda, actually already has my favorite Spinda because I love the Spindas that has the dot in the middle of the forehead. Favorite Vivillon is green. Favorite Alcremie is green with the green. And favorite new evolution to finish us off today is going to be Diplin. That is it, everybody. Those are all of my favorite Pokemon of each generation for each type. Favorite overall, surprising no one, is Bulbasaur. And it's weird that all of my favorite Pokemon are green somewhat. But that is the video, guys. If you liked it, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit the like button, just so you don't miss the next time we go either live or upload a video. Currently working on the script for my next video, working on it as fast as possible. I'm really sorry, I'm terrible at writing scripts. I'm trying my best. But until then, my name's been Riku of the Earth. I hope that you all have a wonderful, fantastical, magical day. Take care, everybody.